Hello and welcome to another episode of MyTech, part of Gadget Joe. Today, rather than just take a look at a custom setup, we're going to be following Tim White in his journey to a bigger, better machine. His current rig, in my opinion, is a very good spec and would be more than enough for even the hardcore gamers. However, Tim isn't happy with just this. He is wanting to build a system that will power the Oculus Rift with ease once it arrives in our homes. Tim White is a 30-year-old man from Michigan who works at Mariner running their eBay store selling outboard parts and running their website. He is a very keen gamer and also builds computers and repairs them on the side. As previously mentioned, Tim's current setup is still a very impressive rig indeed, so let's take a look at what he currently has. Inside the machine, the whole unit is placed onto an Asus Sabertooth 990FX R20 that features military standard components and durability. With support for AMD's 8-core piledriver processor range, the board hosts an impressive list of connectivity in the form of 4 DDR3 slots, 4 PCIe 16 slots, 1 PCIe 1 slot, 1 PCI slot, 6 SATA 6GB per second ports, 2 SATA 3GB per second ports, 2 eSATA slots, 1GB LAN port, 14 USB 2.0 ports, 4 USB 3.0 ports, and a Realtek 7.1 audio out. The PCU of choice for Tim on this system is the AMD FX 9590 octa-core 4.7 GHz with Turbo Core 3.0 technology built in to provide plenty of processing power. Of course, an octa-core chipset requires a capable cooling system, and that is evident in the form of a Corsair Cooler H100i GTX with twin 120mm fans on a 240mm rad with added liquid cooling features and Corsair Link for the ultimate personalisation. The GPU of choice is found in the form of a dual Sapphire HD 7970 with an impressive 3 gigs of GDDR5 each with a maximum of 4 display outputs and featuring AMD's Crossfire, Infinity and HD 3D technology to allow maximum performance for the high demand games. The RAM used to run such CPU and GPU comes in the form of 4 4GB 1600MHz DDR3 Corsair Vengeance sticks totaling at 16GB to provide plenty of memory. The memory devices for the system consist of a 120GB PNY SSD, which carries the OS Windows 10 boot file for a speedier startup and response time. Then we have two 1TB HDDs in RAID formation using Western Digital black drives with a 64MB buffer speed. Then on top of that, an external 2TB Western Digital MyDrive is plugged into a USB 3.0 port. Powering all this equipment is the EVGA 1300 G2 power supply, featuring a whopping 1300 watts of power to the system in a relatively compact full modular form. All of this is encased inside a Cooler Master HAF 922 case, which is precision cut and designed for extreme airflow capabilities. Tim then painted the inside black and added 2 Cooler Master 200mm fans and 2 Antec Advance 120mm fan with controller for additional cooling. Onto the peripherals, we see a theme occurring with a Logitech G502 fully tunable custom gaming mouse, a standard Logitech wireless keyboard, an additional Logitech G13 gaming add-on keyboard for ultimate game control, Logitech 5.1 speakers, Logitech 3D Pro joystick, Logitech G933 gaming headphones, and a Logitech G25 racing wheel hooked up to a play seat. The displays are a Vizio M322 32-inch LED 1080p TV as the primary display, an Asus VX238HW 23-inch Full HD LED unit as a secondary display, and then finally he features an LG 50-inch Plasma 3D TV. He also has an Asus Transformer touchscreen TP500L laptop, a PS1, PS2, PS4 and PS Vita to boot too. So as you can see, Tim's current spec list is heavy but very well set up. The rig is a very respectably well featured system and ideal for gaming and anything thrown at it. However, with that said, Tim isn't happy with his current setup and refers to it as mediocre and basic compared to his dream setup, and that's where this episode's title comes into play. This is only part 1 of a 3-part episode. We take a look at his current system like we just have been through, Then we follow the build of his new system, and then finally we showcase the final product upon completion. Having seen his checklist for his new build myself, I can tell you that it is certainly worth checking back for part 2 and part 3 to see the system for yourselves. Now, for those of you that really want to see the specs, as I'm going to show you in a moment, but literally for a moment, merely a flash, so it won't spoil it for those that want to see it as it goes. If however you are like me, and you want to see it all, then you're going to have to catch the image and pause it to see it. So, for now, this was part 1, this is MyTech, and I'm Joe, and stay tuned for the next video. Goodbye. Of course, this video once again was made possible thanks to our sponsors, Diamond Media of Grimsby.
If you have broken PCs, Macs, iPhones, laptops, games consoles or any other faulty electronics, Diamond Media can repair it with our state-of-the-art equipment. We take a personal, caring approach to fixing your electronics, and the cost of repairs is agreed upon up front, so there are no hidden charges. Diamond Media, the computer and console repair specialists. Visit us at 61 Grimsby Road, Cleethorpes.